You're watching IntoWineTV, and we're at Crushpad in Napa, tasting wines that have been produced here. And we're trying the 2009 Loos family Sauvignon Blanc. And this is 100% Sauvignon Blanc, retails for $24. And I have to say, just right off the bat, I love this label. And I think that's one of the really unique things to come out of Crushpad is the very interesting labels and kind of this feeling of it's a very intimate family.
Can you take a look
wine.
at the label?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the different wineries here, they make their own labels. They have facilities to help them here, or they can make their own label on their own. Some people go to our artists, local artists, and make them. Mm-hmm. I like that very classic label.
Mm-hmm. And it almost looks handwritten in a way. Can I say that?
Yeah, it's very loosely written, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, if you look, the number on here is.
I like this wine. It's nice. It's refreshing. It speaks to California. In terms of Sauvignon Blanc, it's got a little bit of grassiness, but not overdone, and it's got some nice peaches and good flavor. I find it pretty refreshing. I like it.
Yeah, it's a wine I wouldn't throw down with Lou, but this Loos wine it's acceptable as a Sauvignon Blanc. It's not a great Sauvignon Blanc in my mind for the price. It's $24, and I think I've had as good a Sauvignon Blanc from Chile at $10, and certainly the best Sauvignon Blancs in the world from New Zealand can be had for $16. So I think price-wise it's a little bit overpriced for what it is. It's more of a Bordeaux style than New Zealand or something like that.
What do you mean by Bordeaux style?
Well, it's got a Bordeaux. Sauvignon Blancs tend to be slightly more cardboardy in flavour, as opposed to vibrant fruit. This has good acidity, but I find it's got a touch of aspirin nose and vim nose. It's a reasonably well made, reasonably drinkable Sauvignon Blanc, but it's not a Sauvignon Blanc to get excited about, in my opinion.
I'll agree with the last part. I don't know how excited I'd be. First of all, I prefer my Sauvignon Blancs from the Loire or maybe Bordeaux. But they're more, instead of cardboardy, I describe as more mineral driven, not the tropical fruits and pineapples and papayas that you get out of New Zealand. And I like that. I find it more crisp and refreshing myself. $24, that's an issue with Sauvignon Blancs in California in general. Yeah. I think you're paying for the land. And Sauvignon Blanc is not an expensive grape in other parts of the world. And in Napa and wherever, I'm not sure where this vineyard is, they get expensive.
Yeah. I must say, I was presenting a few years ago a Sauvignon Blanc from Chile, which was to Cindy Paulson, and who's one of the great chefs in the Napa Valley, and she chose this Chilean wine, which was a retail of about $10, and she said there's absolutely nothing in California that you can get with varietal character under $20, from Sauvignon Blanc. And this is so maybe for California, for Napa Valley, maybe it's correct pricing, but it's up against very tough competition. And Sauvignon Blanc's New Zealand rules the world, and nothing can really compete with them, I don't think, in price or quality from Napa.
I like it quite a bit, and I actually have to disagree with you, because I think part of the appeal of this wine is that it does come from a small family. They make a very limited quantity, and I would be willing to pay a little bit more for a wine that's not so commercially driven and accessible everywhere. I like kind of the family story that comes out of Crushpad and the family moving from Iowa and coming here to the Bay Area and starting this winery. To me, it's almost more just fresh and
but I think
it's like a new experience.
To your comment that it's coming from a small family, I think from a small production, I think if it's from small production, it should taste like a small production and be outstanding, versus this, which is commercial production quality, in my view. And being a little bit harsh, I would drink it, but it doesn't.
I think
make
part
me
of that too
excited.
comes from, if you're telling me New Zealand makes the best Sauvignon Blancs in the world, which I would disagree with, I think that says, okay, this is what you're looking for in a Sauvignon Blanc. You're looking for the big fruit. You're looking for the tropical fruits. And this doesn't have that.
I think for purity of fruit, for sure. And to your comment, yes, a great Bordeaux, like Aubryon Blanc or something like that, Margot Blanc. But those have Semillon added into them. They're not
They do
pure.
have a few $100s on the price tag too.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of regular Bordeaux, white Bordeauxs. This is very similar, in my opinion.
So whether you prefer your Sauvignon Blancs from Chile or New Zealand, or just little old family winery here, the Loos family, I really enjoyed it, and hopefully you'll give this one a try, although it is limited release, so perhaps try to get your hands on it early. Again, this is the 2009 Sauvignon Blanc. Thanks for joining us at Into Wine. We'll see you next time.